Hello everyone! In this video I will show you how to create a simple news app in Nova. Let's start by creating the screens of my app. With the screen tool I create one for the home page, one for displaying one of the news, and the last one for showing some info about the app. I now select all the screens and add a nice shade of grey as the background. The next step is to add app bars to my screens. I select the screen and from the details panel I click on the app bar property and select the app bar widget. I can now select the app bar in the screen and customize it as I want. From the details panel of the app bar I add one action with an icon widget to enable navigation between screens. I make it as a component so I can easily add it to another app bar. Now I can select it and add some navigation to it. In this case, I want to navigate to the information screen. To further customize the design, I can drag and drop fonts in Nova. Now I will create a title to divide sections in the home screen. From the details panel, I can customize all the aspects of it to make it look as I want. I will now turn this into a component. I create variables for the properties that I want to modify in the screen. Now I will turn the screen into a column and drop a copy of the section component into it. I can still modify the component to reach the result that I want. I will now duplicate it and modify the variables with the content I want to show in the screen. Having variables will make it easier and faster to make changes in the design. I now create a car component to display the breaking news. If I select all these widgets and turn them into a column, the container at the bottom will become the background. After turning, also discarding the component, I can now duplicate it a couple of times and put the copies into a row inside the screen. From the details panel, I can adjust the properties of the layout and add a scroll view wrapper. I will now add variables to the properties of the widgets in the component that will display the data of the news. I now repeat the same steps to create a card also for the second section of news. This time I put the cards in a column instead of a row and a scroll view wrapper with a vertical direction. Now I will design the second screen. I also turn the layout of the screen into a column and start adding widgets. I add a container with an image, a text that will show the title of the news, a text to display the date, and a paragraph for the content of the news. I will now create the last screen of my app, where I will display some information. I will keep it simple and just add some text and the Nowa logo. To quickly add images to my projects, I can drag and drop them from my files into Nowa. The next step is to add a data source to display the news. In this case, I will connect Airtable through an API request. I click on the data button at the bottom left of the screen and select API request. I click on the Add and create a new API request. I add to it the URL that I find in my Airtable instructions and the rest of the parameters I need. You can find this in the Developer app of your Airtable account. I now run a test and I can see the data from my table in Nowa. Let's now connect it to the design. I click on the row with the breaking news, add the data builder wrapper and select API request and the breaking news table as a source. I now go in the children property, click on it and connect it to the data. From the outline, I select the car component inside the row and connect its variables to the corresponding data. I now create variables also for my second card and repeat the same steps with the second list of news. Now I have to display the news in the second screen when I click on one of the cards. Let's see how to do it. First of all, I create variables for the properties that will display the data. Now I select the car component from the breaking news in the outline, add the gesture detection wrapper, and modify the on-tap function. This will open a circuit window. Here I add a navigate node, select the screen I want to navigate to, and connect the variables to the corresponding data. I find it in the Locals section. I repeat the same steps also for the other list of news. Now I select the text widget that will display the content of the news and add the scroll wrapper to it. Our app is now ready to be exported. Thank you for watching this tutorial. We hope it will be helpful for you and see you at the next one.